All right, so I'm going to show you what I did to modify my pads to get them to play a little bit better. So I'm using the very cheap, I think these are less than $1 each sensors that I found online. These are the official sensors, but they're like, I think $12 or $15 a piece, plus you gotta pay shipping. It can be very, very expensive to replace. But these, however, are a lot more bouncy. They have a little bit more spring in them, so when you're playing, you don't fatigue nearly as much and you can play a little faster. The sidewalls on these are actually really stiff and they don't compress just because of the way a sensor is designed, so they don't really have any bounce to them. So in order to fix that problem, I grab a little mouse pad. This is a SteelSeries. This is the what they call, I guess, the heavy, like extra thick pad. So it's a little bit thicker than normal, but it does compress a little bit here. And it'll give you a little bit of bounce as well as cushion while you're playing, and it kind of helps with these stiff sensors. So actually just take it, stick it directly under the sensor here. That way I can get a little bit of compression when I'm playing. And another thing that helps out, instead of having the foam on the sides here, which compress really easily and they don't really give you a lot of bounce, I'm actually using this silicone right here that I got from Home Depot. Here's a little bit better a picture of it. But basically it has this little ridge right here, and when you compress it, it gives a little bit of bounce back to you when you're playing. So it kind of compensates for these stiff sensors, and it makes it feel a lot more like a stock silicone modded pad, and it gives you a little bit of bounce. And it definitely helps out. So if you're looking for a different way to mod your pads, especially if you're using the cheaper, stiffer sensors, which I do actually prefer because they're not as susceptible to accidental triggering by vibrations from the pad because of the stiff sidewalls that they have on them and the way that they're designed. But yeah, that's the mod, and it works pretty well.